And then Xavier Gibson caught that punt, and as he was running, he was like, where the hell is
Where is it?
Put that thing back on. I'm going, how about them winning that game, bro?
I know. No one's really talking too much about that, but yeah, they won that game.
They won that game. That's why the story is so big, because it's like that team has been able to just win games with having basically zero offense. That's how good this defense is. Now, special teams gets a big-time win, obviously, with this rookie making the team on the last episode of Hard Knocks in an emotional moment where he didn't think he was going to make it, and they actually set it up as if he wasn't going to make it. Then they told him how great he was and how incredible his work ethic was and his passion, how lucky they are that he was an undrafted rookie for the New York Jets. And after week 1 on Monday Night Football, September 11th in New York, you lose Aaron Rodgers, and all of a sudden in overtime, this guy comes out of nowhere, sets up his blocks, the timing. Let me get behind Cuz. Go ahead and get his legs. Sam Martin. Hey.
Sam Martin.
We can't do it.
Go low, Sam. Go low. Dive his leg.
Sam, just act like you got blocked at least.
Yeah.
The double kangaroo punch is just not the move here. You know what I mean? Oh, no. Oh,
He's trying to punch the ball out.
I appreciate him trying to get the rock or maybe even a face mask. But, like, Sam, you just got to turn your whole body sideways right there. You just got to. Oh, buddy.
Jeez Louise.
A lot of people talking a lot of crap on Sam Martin. What you need to know about Sam Martin, and although that wasn't his best punt, he's been in the league a long time.
Yep.
Very successful for a long time.
Bombs him.
Very handsome. Isn't he, Foxy? He's super handsome.
Oh, yeah, very handsome. He was great for the Lions at the beginning of his career. Loved him there.
Dates celebrities.
Really?
Very under the radar, those guys.
Great
Cool-
dude, fun to hang out with.
Cool guy.
Yes.
Whoa.
Charming.
Funny.
All these things. But he knows what he did at the end of that play last night can't ever happen again on film. He knows that.
Maybe.
And the people he's friends with right now,
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
buddy, his text messages are not good. So Sam knows he can't be doing that for the good of our position, for the good of football as a whole.
Yeah.
And I assume the Bills are also doing a little, so...
Well, wall return was that?
Yeah, it was a wall return setup. It was the first return. If you look at the film, I broke it down. It was the first return that the Jets had all night where they were able to set up their return, actually. There was a couple of different opportunities. If somebody busted through or not. But, yeah, they bailed the safeties early to build the wall.
You got to get into the wall, man. You got to get into the wall.
Yeah, but then they bring the mic back to get most dangerous man, and boom, that's him right there. So instead of going for the block, he comes back and makes that play for them. It was perfectly executed by the returner, by everybody doing the roundup blocks, by everybody. No penalties either. I mean, that is very difficult to accomplish.
Sure, no penalties, but, I mean, there was an asterisk because
Oh, go ahead and go back and pause that.
referee guy said.
They're all running behind each other.
Yeah, you can't be. Yeah. This is a quick way to have a, and this is how good Xavier.
Look, they're in a straight line.
So
I mean, they set
pause
they
right
set
there.
up
Pause right there. So like you can basically see the ass of every Jets player is facing that way, right? Except for this guy. Except for this guy right here who's doubling the gunner. Okay, so except for this guy who's doubling the gunner, that's his job. He was a safety. Bail. You got here. Everybody's ass is this way, There, you can see them on this side of these guys. So Xavier's job is to make their job easier. So he baits them this way, which gets this whole coverage unit to go this way. Pause. Now, with this much space, look at this block perfectly executed. This was a double team, but if you got him, find somebody else. His eyes are upfield. Then play. And Xavier, stops on a dime. Pause. This is when you know. This is when you know that these guys are thinking, oh, shit. This guy is already gone, just strictly by leverage. These guys have a setup. There's extra work there, extra work there. It's almost perfectly executed. And where the punt was punted to for a left wall return made it even better. Not that that's Sam Martin's fault, but like the Jets called the perfect return, had the perfect outcome, the perfect punt, and there was a bunch of great blocks, even though that guy clearly tripped a guy.
Little leg whip. That made me so mad.
John Perry.
Man.
We get it, pal.
Interesting hill to
know,
die
man.
on.
Why? There's an asterisk on it. Is it? You don't think he's going to make that field goal? What is it?
Yeah.
You don't think he's going to make a 20-yard field goal with the asterisk there? A little self-awareness by John Perry, but yeah. Just a incredible way to win a game.
Also not it. He didn't even trip him.
Yeah, what was the tight end doing?
First game ever.
Well, I don't think you're allowed to block low either.
Yeah, prime
There's a whole conversation on that. The trip, everybody's talking about the leg. I think you're not allowed to block low on special teams plays either. So that might have been an actual penalty. But nonetheless, field goals going through. Incredible return. Sam Martin can't have it.
Nope.
Can't have it.
Back to the drawing board.
I haven't texted him.
It's big of you.
He knows.
He knows.
He's miserable. Yeah, that is because you know what one of those does, and I don't want to just talk selfishly, but like obviously it loses you a game, so your teammates are all disappointed.
Right.
Your coaches are all disappointed. I assume that ball is supposed to go somewhere that wasn't there. That is always the case. Like, hey, you're 15 yards off here. When if they make a tackle, it's like great punt. You know,
Yeah.
like there's two different outcomes there, so he's getting blamed. But also, like, that's a negative net towards your stats for the rest of the year.
Killed.
Like everything in Sam Martin's life, just not good for that return. And all anybody says is, yeah, but you didn't have to look like a little bitch while it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, so he's miserable. We think he's going to bounce back. But that was a great return. Great call, too.
yeah.
You know who special teams coach is over there?
Is it Brent still?
Brian Boyer, yeah. They have a lot of returns. You start looking up what the Jets have done on special teams over the last few years. They are a good return team. And I think the reason is because their special teams coordinator was like a 13-year NFL wedge buster.
There you have it.
Beast.
Like,
13.
Dog.
you should see this guy's head. AJ, this guy's head, this block, cinder block this big, body built, similar to mine, but more jocked. Faster, ran like a 4.5, I think, out of Arizona, 230, 225. And yeah, he's just running headfirst into a double team for 13 years, 16 times a year. Just how you doing? This is my profession. Absolute weapon. And then now there he is. Look at that head.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
That's
that.
an offensive lineman.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that head.
Yeah.
Barbarian out there, actual. He's a dog, man. But the guys that played it, you know, because some of these coaches that didn't play, I'm not saying every coach has to play, but some of these coaches have an unrealistic expectation of players to do something. Like, hey, we need you, especially on special teams, because of how big the field is. We need you to get from here in downtown Indianapolis to, you need to get up here to Carmel before the ball lands. And it's like, that's not possible. It's like, other teams have done it. It's like, well, other teams have guys that run 4.2. I am a 4.6. Need you to make it, okay? And if you're not the guy, we'll fire you. It's like,
Sorry.
well, could you not put me in a better position to maybe succeed here? That would be fantastic. I think it probably happens on defense side of the ball as well. In
Absolutely.
In theory, it makes sense.
Yeah.
In theory, need you to be here. But in reality, where we are, that is not an actual thing. And there's some coaches that don't agree with. Brant Boyer, former coaches that get into special teams, I think they understand that some of the asks of former special teams players, impossible.
Ridiculous.
Like what you're doing right now, this is not. And he's really had success. I'm happy for him. He, protege Atomic, man.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it is. He was the assistant to Tom whenever he was at the Indianapolis Colts. He was also the assistant for the first guy that was in Indy. So he might have been a Chuck guy. Chuck Pagano, actually. He might be a Chuck Pagano guy.
Yeah, he's been in New York for a minute now, right? How many years now? What, 7 probably?
I think probably
Been a while.
7, 8 years.
So he was there pre-Sala and
Yeah, I saw it, kept him.
kept him. Yeah.
Sala probably heard, how long were you running into a wedge?
You're a wedge buster for 13 fucking years with a head like that. Yeah, I'll take that guy.
He's awesome, too. Hanging around him, great energy.
Weapon.
Just hilarious.
Great little goatee there, too.
Yeah, and he would tell you his ass is probably top 5 in the country, too.
Okay.
Yeah. This ass, these pants, oh, yeah. Chuck Pagano used to tell the story. Brant never told that, but when Brant was playing, I guess, before games, he would have a moment with the mirror. And Chuck said, every time I walk by, all I hear him saying is, this ass, these pants, oh, yeah. And then he'd walk out.
Unreal.
Yeah, he is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a hilarious dude, bro. That was back when he was playing, obviously, and running his head into things. He's now an adult with 3 grown kids and everything like that. But he is legend. I'm happy for him.